here's something that I really love to talk about, right? And what we're going to get into is what are the different types of annuities? And what I hope to add for you is some clarity around this. So why do I love talking about annuities? Really what I love doing is explaining to people how these products work, because I do think that for the right person, any one of these products could be very beneficial. Before I talk about all the different types of annuities, I want to let you know that by the end of this video, I'm also going to talk about some of the things that you should be watching out for when purchasing an annuity. I'm going to start with what I think is the most boring type of annuity out there. It's called a fixed annuity. And really all it's doing is paying a fixed interest rate every single year, right? Think of a bank CD. Basic, boring, that's what a fixed annuity is. It functions just like that, where it's going to pay you a fixed interest rate every single year. Now, the next type of annuity I really like for a piece of somebody's portfolio in using for retirement income or providing for their retirement income. And that's called an immediate annuity. And in that space of an immediate annuity, you want to think of, hey, I'm going to take a chunk of money and I'm going to trade that to a insurance company. And what they're going to give me in return is a guaranteed paycheck for the rest of my life. And to add just a little more flavor into that variety of annuity, there's something called a deferred income annuity, where you could trade away some money today for what is ultimately a future payment. That might be 5 or 10 years down the road, and then you turn on the income. So here's where things get a little more confusing, right? Now we have something called a fixed indexed annuity. There's many fixed indexed annuity companies out there. So how do you choose which one is the right one for you? How do I know I'm getting the proper type of fixed indexed annuity? And what does it really do? Well, I'm here to tell you that in simple terms, what you're doing is you're trading your money away to the insurance company, and you're going to be participating in the index. Your money's not actually in the index. Where it's sitting is in the general account of the insurance company. So your money is protected. However, the growth on that money is going to be based on whatever index you're in. And that could be measured in a number of different ways. But let's think of the S&P 500 and pretend that you put money in today, right? And at a future date, say 1 year later, they're going to measure the performance of that index. And whatever that performance is, up to the cap that that insurance company provides, you're going to receive interest credit. Now, what happens if the market dropped over that time? Well, what happens is your money is protected. And so you're not going to lose money, you're just not going to gain any interest in that year. And so the last type of annuity that we're going to talk about is a variable annuity. And this is probably the one that you hear the most about as far as people not liking. And what the problem with the variable annuity is that there are high fees generally associated with that type of annuity. However, for the right type of situation or in using or utilizing the proper riders, it may make sense for your financial plan. So I said there were some things that you need to watch out for when it comes to purchasing an annuity. The first thing, it's called a CDSC. What does that mean? It's a contingent deferred sales charge. And if that's not English enough for you, what it really means is that if you break that annuity contract, say you have a 7-year CDSC, that means that the insurance company says, as long as you leave the money there for 7 years, they're going to honor everything in that contract, and you can walk away completely liquid from that contract. But any time in that 7-year period, if you want to take more than a certain amount of money out from it, there's going to be a charge. And that's across all types of annuities. So this is something you definitely need to be aware of. The second thing you want to be aware of is what are the fees associated with it. A lot of annuities, contrary to popular belief, don't actually have fees, but there are few annuities that do have fees, and you need to be aware of what those are. There's not just fees for the annuity itself, but there's also fees for the riders. And the last thing you want to be aware of is who is the company that's actually issuing the contract? What are their financial ratings? And have you been able to look at multiple companies to evaluate their financial standings so that you can make sure you're getting the best type of annuity for your situation? Hopefully this gives you some more clarity on what the different types of annuities are. And maybe you're thinking, hey, is this the right thing for me? I want to check this out. Click the link below. A team member can reach out to you and help make sure that this is the right thing for you. And if you're still looking for more education on annuities, check out this video here.